And now we're gonna move into the next game. If you look at our retrospective here, we are done with 3 games out of 15. And we're going to go into the 4th game, which is, of course, Bonk's adventure for the NES, which was called FC Genjin. FC Genjin? FC Genjin in Japan. Let me pull up the cover art over here. Let me hide that thing. FC Genjin. Red hot chili pepper taste. What? Why? Calcium 98%. Why? Now the cover art is not as good as the other ones, I'm afraid. Welcoming for Magpie, Bonk. Yeah, you just missed me crashing the game twice on Amiga before calling it a day. I tried. But the game crashes on the same spot, so I can't finish it. I was doing really well. So the game was released for the, as you guys can see, for the NES. And part of the, I'm just renaming the files here for the next game. Part of the nomenclature in Japan was they changed the first 2 letters. So it's FC Genjin because it was for the Famicom. Right? Instead of having the same name, Bonk's Adventure, in the American version. It looks spicy. Yeah, for Magpie, it was going well, but it crashed twice. It was going so well, I was farming lives. I had like 6 lives, 5 heart containers. I was doing superb, but it crashes on the same spot, and it's the dump from the dev's website, so I can't do anything about it. Hello there, Bervey, welcome in, my friend. How are you doing? So yeah, Famicom Genjin, and they, of course, because it's FC instead of PC, they changed what the FC means, because originally it was Pithecanthropus computerus for the PC Genjin. For this one, you can see up there that it says Phranthropus computerus. I don't know why I have it written here that it's supposed to be Phrycthropus. It's all difficult to pronounce anyway. What language is that? No idea. Unless you're talking about Bervey and he's talking to me in Portuguese because he's a Brazilian friend. I'm doing fine, Bervey. Caveman language. Yeah, the caveman language, I have no idea. Yes. Now, of course, as we do here, we gotta take a brief look at the American cover art. I don't actually remember the one. It's not good. Like, it doesn't have the charm, of course. Bonk's face is dumb. You can try the new Portuguese joke you told me. Which one? I've thought a lot of those. Anyway, the American cover art is this. It's not the worst. Like, at least the general theme is reasonable. Like, it's all consistent. And the shading is decent. It doesn't have like Arregalsopes. Was that the name we agreed on for the Triceratops with an Arregal face? Arregalsopes, something like that. So it's a lot better. Arregaltops. Yeah, there you go. Thanks. So it's not as horrible as the previous ones we have seen. Like, compared to something like this. It's an improvement, not by much, but it is an improvement. I'll give them some credit. We're going to ignore that. We're going to go with FC Genjin. And I actually have no idea how this one plays. Now, back then, Nintendo had a thing that if you were doing a port for the NES, it had to be unique. It couldn't just be like the same game but inferior. Which did give us a lot of unique games on the Famicom, on the NES. So I do expect that over here should be different somehow. I haven't played this, I haven't seen it. We're going blind to all of these games for the most part. And we'll see. The NES version of John Mac was very interesting in a lot of ways when you got to that, on the John Mac retrospective. It wasn't necessarily good. I kind of ranked it a little bit low, as far as I remember, but it was very interesting, so I'm expecting something similar here. The John Mac game was like, it had some interesting ideas, but it was very repetitive. It was very linear. There wasn't a lot of shit, but it had big sprite bosses, which on the NES you have to do, putting the bosses on the background, because you can't have like sprite limit, all of that. But yeah, so yeah, maybe the final boss fight on this, if it is King Drool, it is going to be like a background thing. And if you don't know what I mean by background, basically they put the entire sprite for the boss or whatever they want on the background, and they scroll the entire background. And they do some illusion, like either they do a scan line change, so from the line of the ground below it, it's a different background, which is why they did for Joe and Mac. They do that for a lot of games. Like if you've ever seen a NES game that has like a flat ground and then you have a huge tank coming in, that's what they're doing. Like it's a background until it gets to the floor, and then a different one, and they scroll the top one with the tank, for example. And you can tell they do that because there's always a flickering line when they change the backgrounds, because it's like very analog the way they do it. It's not precise at the start of the line. It's very interesting technically, to me at least. I hope I'm not boring you people. I'm sure Absentia just dropped her phone on her face with all of that. You can see the glue connecting the screens precisely. It's not yet. Okay. Duct tape. They do that. They do that a lot on, for example, shmups, where they just have a solid background, so they can just move the big enemy ship on screen like that. It's very reasonable. They do that on the Master System as well on some games. So yeah, they did have to get resourceful. Like, one of these days, if you're really interested in this kind of stuff, try to read about chasing the scan line. No, chasing the beam. I think it was called Chasing the Beam on the Atari 2600, where they literally are drawing something, and in the middle of the line they change the parameters to draw something else, depending on what they want to do, because the limitations on that console are out of this world. Anyway, I need to change a few things here to get us ready, because we're going out of the Amiga, which, I mean, I'm not shit talking the Amiga, but you don't get that kind of crashing outside of Amiga. You don't get... There's a certain amount of bullshit that only happens on Amiga games. Racing the beam, yeah, something along the lines. They're talking specifically about like the electron beam on the CRT, because the Atari 2600 is so like low level that you can actually like figure out where on the screen you are, and then you change parameters. Yeah, that book is really freaking interesting if you're into this kind of technical stuff. So let me move over here. Alright, it's set up there. I have to change the capture from Amiga to NES, and I have to reset the timer. And yep, there we go. Everything seems to be in order. So where is my shortcut? Right here. NES Bonk's Adventure, released in 1992. Oh, it's the same music. Let me pause and reset so you guys can see everything. Yeah, I watched a little bit of McCall yesterday. I'm surprised that he went beyond 24 hours. I did do like very long streams in the past. It's not easy at all. I'm glad he's still going. Anyway, let me start the timer and let me start the game. It's pretty much the same intro screen here, and I know it says 1993, but it was released in 1992, at least in Japan. Okay, nope, no spoilers. Alright, we got Walking Bonk, and this is again the sprite from the second game. Pause. Oh, you have to pause to see your lives. 2 lives. That sprite for the lives is very different from the other games. It looks sad. It has big ears. Region 1, Stage 1, I think they're supposed to mean. Very colorful. Yeah, you know, the NES palette is difficult to deal with, but the colors are accurate, I guess. Oh, the sounds are fine. Can I... Oh, wait. Ah, you can, okay. Oh, did my connection drop? Connecting to chat. Nope, my connection did not drop. I lost. Is there a delay? No. No delay. Absolutely none. I had forgotten about the delay on the Amiga. You do get adjusted to it eventually. Oh, do they have the hidden life here? I don't think they have the hidden... No, they don't. Unless it's in a different spot. Okay, so it's not the same game, but it does use the same music. This looks too close to a port, honestly, like it's not original enough. Not that that's necessarily a problem. Those things are a lot smaller. The levels are different. It has the high jumping from the Amiga version. Like when you're in that mode, you jump higher. Wait. Ow. Ow, ow. I know it's NES, but it sounds, yeah, just because I was used, it sounds so much worse than the other versions. It's, of course, but still. I got so used to the other game's sound effects here. Very. Was that guy moonwalking just now? It's very smooth to control in general. Very responsive. Honestly, it feels slightly more responsible than the TurboGrafx versions. Also, they look like they're skipping levels. This is from level 2. Either they're skipping levels or they're going to keep going back and forth. I don't know how to not take damage from those. You have to use start like the original. It feels easier, you know, enemy density being what it is on the NES. Despite me messing up a lot, it does feel a lot easier. Oh. Level design is different. It's similar but still different. Oh, they got the mini games from from 2 in this. Let me try to use turbo here. Nope, not good enough. Nope, not good enough. But the music is basically an adaptation of the original. So despite it being obviously lower quality than the Amiga music, I prefer this one. Just because it's actually Bonk now. Ah shit, I got stuck. I think they don't have trap plants in this one. Yeah, those little flowers in this version are mini games, like on Bonk's Revenge. Flip through the air. Ready? Go. This is gonna be easy, because you have the air control of 1 for this mini game. Are we just supposed to stay a long time in the air? You blew it. I did? What was I supposed to do? Oh, they do have traps. Okay. Also, those birds are dying with a single bonk from below. That's also easier. Okay, now this is the shitting dinosaur. Shitosaurus. Well, they did a good job here with all this shit they're reproducing from the original. Ah, but the transition is a separate level. They don't have a proper transition. Oh, it's fine. Oh, these guys look harder. Yeah, how do you do those? How many lives do I have? None. In general, it's not an accurate port by any means. And, you know, obviously. But it's fun. Do you always turn to the left? You do, actually. Okay. And you get shit out. Okay, let's take a look at the boss. I want to see the boss music as well. Oh, the transition is... Wait. Yeah, you don't have the platforms. But he's easy. Oh, where am I? What's going on? Oh well, bye. the boss music rendition was decent. Now the only question left here is... what's the continue situation? Oh, this is a lot harder. Those things fly down into the water. Like how? Why? Oh, you can still swim up, okay. You know, I can't call this fun. I'm enjoying this version. Like, I'm not gonna say that it's a competent port or an accurate port, but it is fun and that's what matters. Shit. It's charming, they got a good Bonk sprite. This is the swamp level. And it's definitely easier. Shit. Avoiding damage from those things is a little bit harder. Also, and I don't know if this will make a lot of sense, but it feels like more traditional platforming. Which is, you know, not good, not bad, it just is. But, you know, even with the different control setup, like, you know, having to bonk down, like all this stuff that makes bonk bonk. Now, am I gonna waste all of this? I am. Despite all of this, it feels a little bit more traditional platforming, just like the level design. Like, for example, I'm pretty sure on the original... I don't know, the way the platforming works is different, I don't know, I can't quite put my finger on it. Oh, we got a 1-up from that. Interesting. Even those mini games are a lot easier. Like, that's the first time I've done a mini game properly. Also, the NES has a thing where you can either scroll left and right or up and down, not both at the same time. Now, you hear me say that and you're gonna be like, well, there are plenty of games where you can scroll in both directions. You can, but then you get these artifacts. Usually they put the artifacts on the left and right, so they get pushed out into overscan. But by default, the NES only supports either one, and you can tell when a game is like, not necessarily lazy, but they don't want to bother with supporting both scrollings at the same time when you only have one of those. And this is one of those games. Like, this level, the one where we climb, like most levels on the original versions, they do scroll on both directions. This one is only going to scroll vertically. Oh, so you go up and down by holding up and down. Usually you have to like press jump. Like I said, it makes this feel a lot more like a traditional platforming game. Doesn't have as much of the unique stuff that Bonk has in terms of controlling the game. Which is not, like I said, not necessarily good or bad, it just is. Okay. Maybe what you have to do is flip a bunch, but you have to land on your feet. Yep, 135 flips, enough for a 1-up. There you go. It's a lot of flipping. I'm very good at mashing, as you guys can tell. Come on, come on, come on. Jesus. There we go. Okay, this is the cloud level. Sorry. This part with the birds, again, it's still easier than the original, but I'm trying to focus. How many lives do I have? 2 lives. But at this level, you can easily remember that it scrolls in both directions. The original only scrolls horizontally on this one. Oh, that's an easy one up there. Okay, are we getting the second boss? Very curious to see how the bosses work in this version. Well, that's very different. Very different. This is nothing. They put one platform here and they're like, yeah, stand here and the boss is always going to spawn next to it. Okay, it changed to phase 2, okay. It's slightly better. Jesus. Why didn't I hit him? What is going on with this boss? Jesus Christ, man. Jesus Christ. He went from nothingness to impossible so fucking fast. What? What is going on? Okay, it died. This boss was like, it took like 3 lives from me. You're a regular lifesaver. Nice levels? Yes. What is that? The levels are very similar to the ones in the original game, but they're in a very different order. Okay, I guess. Now, because these are easy sources of extra lives, I'm gonna be doing the... Is it just those 2 minigames? I mean, that's fine, I guess. Bonk's Revenge had like 4 or 5 different minigames. Yeah, the only challenge here is to land on your feet. The sprite is really good. Very well adapted to the NES. Yeah, very easy level, but the original level was also easy, like this. Oh, I barely remember this one. Yeah, they had a vertical water level. It was very different than this. Yeah, the one with these enemies. They move a lot more in this version, so they're harder to avoid. You have to wait for them to shoot once. Right, you go in here, bait. I still took damage. No, you can't still hear them from below. Ooh, extra life. The extra life, this level had an extra life like that. In a somewhat similar spot. Very interesting that they have something similar here. Those guys again. Except they are harder here. Of course. No, I want this. I missed it because of that thing. Crap. Didn't get the second buff. Oh, this is new. Hit the clock. Okay. But I didn't get an extra life. I was a little bit too slow. Oh, they have heart containers in this version. Interesting. Okay. Let's grab that thing. You know, part of the reason why the level design is so much more basic is precisely the fact that you can't scroll on both directions at the same time. They did not add that. So like, you're always going to be seeing all the secrets on screen. You go take them if you want to. Because you always see the entire level scroll by. Okay, let's see how this boss works. I actually expect this boss to be a lot easier. Yep. Yep, a lot easier. I can kill this without losing a life, I think. I mean, I can, doesn't mean I will. Yeah, especially if I do that. Then again, I only need to do that one more time, I think. Yep, well... Oh no, one more? Shit. Okay, yeah. Oh dear! The princess! I only hope that she's alright. I like the apostrophe S on she's, like it's smaller because it's a single character. Oh, this level. They turned it into a vertical level. Interesting. I mean, it does have a lot of verticality, the original one, so I guess... Actually, this feels different enough that it almost doesn't feel like an adaptation of one of the original levels. Oh, they added this level, which is like just a repeat of a previous level but with more enemies. I mean, it's a lazy thing that you can do, I guess. Shit. And I can't... Oh, I managed to not take damage from that one. I don't know what my live situation is. I have one. That's pretty decent. Okay, this one is easy. Well, it should be easy. To get an extra life. Never mind. That one, because of the sprite limitation, they made it very, very short. Yeah, it's really short. It's like a half-length dinosaur. Jesus. There we go. Got it this time. That was pretty good actually. And again. Ow. Okay. Extra life, here we go. Now we have to land on our feet, of course. There you go. 142. One up. I think you might need like 100. Maybe less. 100 is still a lot. Okay, this looks like a hard container to me. Yeah, but I took a lot. Oh, you can see that. You can see the dinosaur flicking behind the thing. Okay, fourth boss. Now we can get to it without the game crashing. Now this one probably warrants turbo. It usually does, we'll see. Honestly, maybe not. Yeah, no turbo, no turbo. Yeah, no, on this version it's easier without the turbo. Looking for the bad guys? There are hideouts nearby. Okay, one more extra life. Easy. I know I'm rushing it a little bit, but it's fine. Da-da. Wait. Do I just have to go back? Yeah, okay. Okay, let's see if we can not fuck up again. Here we go. Extra life. Perfect. Shit. This level feels very different. Although I do think it is based on a level from the original. Oh there, crab meats, Bonk the bonking boy. Yeah. For anyone who just got in here, we spent 2.5 hours on the Amiga game and it kept crashing on the same spot, so we had to skip it. Wait, ah shit, really? We should be getting to the boss rush after this, I think. If I'm remembering the original one correctly. Why am I doing that? Oh shit. There we go, one up. Easy. Man, those sound effects remind me of stuff like Commander King. Oh, is that a container? It is, but we don't care, right? Yeah, you can only have 6. He climbs walls with his teeth. Yeah! First time here, crab meats? Yeah, he does. He just bites into the hole angrily. Oh, nice drop. Full health. Ow. Ow. Shit, don't jump. Swimming in Bonk games is actually very civilized. because it's just up and down, you don't have to keep pressing jump or anything. If you do press jump, you do an actual jump in the water, and you can use that to bonk up, like this. So like, it's very civilized. Ooh. Game is this version of the game is very generous. Can we get another life? This one is actually the hardest one, because it's easy to overshoot platforms. Ooh. There we go. Another one up. Perfect. Least civilized swimming I've ever encountered in a NES game would have been Adam's Family. Requires lots of button mashing. Yeah, when a game requires a lot of button mashing, like, swimming can be very annoying. Even in modern games. Sometimes, like, you know, if you do a rhythmic punching at the right time, you can get a little bit more speed, otherwise it's molasses slow. Ah, right, this stuff. I remember that one of these we could juggle on the original version and just get more lives, more from score. Although I don't know if lives from score is a thing on this version. I do remember that these guys were quite annoying. Adam's Family has some of the jankiest games to ever jank. They have good games, they have very good games, but the amount of jank. Shit. Did that thing just come back? A generation damage. And generation damage can be so freaking... You just... Oh no, I stood in the wrong spot for 1 second too many, now I'm completely dead. This is very similar to the original. This entire section. We still don't know how the continuous situation is. We have 5 lives. You know that all the lives and health that we have, they should actually be enough to beat the boss rush. I almost got this like 1 second too late. There we go. Already at full health. There we go. And there we go. Oh wait, we can keep going. I don't remember this level. The original. Easy. Ah, water level, okay. I wasn't understanding what I was looking at. This doesn't require too much mashing. This is also more civilized. This entire fifth stage is very similar overall to the original. Oh wait, can I do this? Easy. Ready? Yes. Fuck! I missed a life because of that shit. You have to land on your feet to get the extra life at the end of the flips. I think this was the last one. Yeah, here comes the boss rush music. Oh shit! Okay. Climb with your teeth, come on. There we go. On up. Oh, it goes straight into the boss rush, okay. Easy. Oh, it just keeps... okay. Oh, and it gives you... this between bosses? That's way too civilized. Now this boss is a dick. It's the hardest of the four. Surprisingly. Here comes the bullshit. If I can do this without dying, that would be great, because we're gonna get healing between bosses. Apparently that's a thing. Please die before I do. There we go. Nice, nice. Ooh, extra life even. And civilization got here very quickly. Especially with all the extra heart containers. This is a baby's game. I say that and I start to mess up. There we go. Still no lives lost. And another one. Oh, the civilization. I wonder if they're gonna have the 5th boss, or if we're going straight into the final boss. I also wonder if that attack does like 3 hearts of damage, like in the original. Another extra life. We have a number that cannot be represented. So probably more than 9. Do we have... We do have the 5th boss, yes. It's a very good adaptation, very complete. And this is what I'm talking about. The boss is large because it's the background that is moving. And the floor stays still because it's a different background changed between scan lines. Okay, I need to... You know, if I'm gonna be taking damage, at least do damage as well. God damn it. Not doing well. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. I'm horrible. Come on, let me do this. Let me have this game. Okay. We lost 1 life and now we don't have full health anymore. And he was 1 hit from being dead. Whatever. I'm back to normal again. Thank you, Princess Za. Come on, follow me. Yeah, it's gonna be a loud beep. It's not you, it's me. There we go. And now we go for King Droll. And we have 8 lives. If there's any way to recover health before the boss, that makes it even easier. Same scene, like very good stuff for the NES. Yeah, this is gonna heal me, isn't it? Yep. Ow. Freaking flash alert, I guess. Okay, we got phase 2, I think. It's much easier as well. Because it's a single screen boss, you don't navigate around like on the original. Okay, that's it. Is that it? It is. I'll get you for this someday. Yeah. Now we can live in peace again. Fine, fine, fine. This was by far the easiest game I have played in a while. And by far the easiest Bonk game. Like I was okay, on graphics, someone we don't know, question marks on the name. Tease music. Bang heads. Original character design. Alright. Very easy game. Like I was bang heads. Precisely. Kappa. I'm surprised by how easy it was. Like, I was expecting, like, you know, NES. NES wasn't known for having easy games, I guess. But this maybe, because it was quite late, 1992. It's kind of a... It's very competent, it plays really well, it's very solid. But I feel like it was kind of... I know this might not be fair. Yeah, I've already finished it. The end. End timer. Less than 1 hour. I feel like, I don't want to be unfair, but I feel like it was kind of a lazy port. It wasn't as lazy as Joe and Mac. And even Joe and Mac, like, they did something with the bosses that was interesting to give them like full screen sized bosses. But I feel like it was a bit lazy. I don't know why. I guess because it didn't bother like with dual scrolling on the levels. Most levels felt exactly the same. And you might say, well, it's a port, it's supposed to be the same. No, NES ports are usually unique. It wasn't bad, it was good, it was fun. But I just feel a little bit unsatisfied, I don't know why. Music was decent, like very good NES renditions of the original music. And we're stuck in here. Yep, that's fine. I will move over here. And let me bring this up for a second here. We can pull this. And where is... Here. Refresh. Oh, I didn't save? Refresh. There we go. Oh shit, what did I do? Why is there two of them now? I'm not playing the same game again. No. Stop. There we go. So that's 4 games finished. Of course, again, BC Kid crashed on the same spot multiple times. But that's 4 games that we have played as much as we could, at least. 3 of those finished legitimately. And yeah. We go back here then. FC Genjin Bonk's Adventure for the NES, released in 1992. Good game, fun game, very easy. Like if you only had an NES back then, which was a lot of people, and you played this version of the game, yeah, you would say it's a reasonable, fun, quick, easy platform. You wouldn't pay too much mind, but it does keep a lot of the charm that PC Genjin has. And the music was really good. Like like I said, it sounds like the original music. And it had pretty much, like, of course the levels were different, but it had pretty much all of the content. Part of me kind of expected them to not have all the bosses. Because like with Joe and Mac, I keep going back to Joe and Mac because it reminds me a lot of that retrospective. A lot of the games didn't have all the bosses or all the levels or something. All the versions were missing something a lot of the time. Except for the DOS version. DOS version was awesome. So I'm kind of surprised that it had all the 4 bosses, then it had all of them again on the boss rush. And then it had the tank boss and the final boss. Very good stuff. Yeah, it's competent. For the NES, you could do a lot worse. I have no idea, Kinikos. I did talk about that. It also has a hot chili pepper taste. I don't know, maybe you could lick the cover art. I think the idea about Calcium is because he has a big head, but he doesn't have a big brain. He's just bone. He's a bonehead. I guess that's what they were going with. I don't know. I mean, you look at the cover art for the first game. It has a bunch of cutouts from like magazines with a bunch of random words. It's supposed to be zany. Like, don't think too much about it. But I'm gonna give this version of the game 2 thumbs up. I had a lot of fun with it despite being very easy. And I will deem it good shit.